We'll begin. Giants at Packers. Packers favored by 8 points.
Well, in
here.
London.
In London. Zach, you turn the music down just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Thank you. All right, Jack. Giants at Packers in London.
Not totally sure about the 8.5, but the Packers win the game.
Got it. Ziggy? Ziggy?
I'm sorry. I
Oh, I thought he froze again. I totally thought he froze. Who you got? Giants, Packers.
Oh yeah. Give me the Giants. They got Saquon. That Saquon guy's pretty good. Packers offense has nothing.
Wow.
By the way, this is the same man that on our Wednesday episode said the Giants stink right in my face as I had them ranked 14th.
If the Giants win this
Packers
game,
the Packers are worse.
if the
not
Giants,
objectively, right? But you get the vibe this week that it's not going down.
Listen, something with I'm
You get
thinking
the
about going to the
vibes.
Dolphins-Jets game, which will be at 1. This game's at 9:30 a.m. But there's just something about me. If I wake up at 9:30, I love betting that game. And I'm probably going to bet on the Giants, but I think the Packers win.
I got the Packers, too. Aaron Rodgers versus Daniel Jones. That's an easy
if
decision.
the Giants win this game, I might be a believer. I might be a
If the
believer.
Giants beat the Packers,
I don't think the Packers are all that good, but a win
but
against
still,
Aaron
yeah,
Rodgers.
but still.
Just to say that Ziggy would say it. A lot of things weird happen in London.
things weird happen.
weird
I mean, he
things
picked the
happen.
Giants.
Yeah, he did.
They're eight-
All right.
8.5 point
We
dogs.
got Seattle at New Orleans.
Seattle will not win 2 games in a row, so I'm going with the Saints.
Give me the team with a better quarterback, Seattle.
All right.
I think Seattle's the most overrated team in the league. I think New Orleans rounds them here.
We've said multiple times, various people here have said Seattle's the worst team in football. But there's a lot of injuries there on the Saints, and Seattle's been playing a little bit better. I'm going to go with the Seahawks. I'm going to go with the Seahawks in a close game. I think it's a good battle. That Saints defense might get the Geno, but I'm going to go with Seattle there. Pittsburgh at Buffalo. Massive spread.
You guys just wait and see. When my man Kenny Pickett goes on the road to beat the Bills to start his era, Pittsburgh outright in Buffalo.
Okay, Ziggy.
I know he doesn't believe that.
He sold me.
Pittsburgh
So,
plus 14
I'm
in
gonna
Buffalo.
take the same pick as the pick that Jack actually believes. Give me Buffalo.
All right.
I think this is Bills 37-3.
37-3.
Yeah.
I like Buffalo big as well. Give me the Bills. Jack, can we get the linebacker? We love the linebacker. Is that possible? Oh, wait. This is good. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
But
Chicago at...
One quick question. One quick question for Andrew.
Yes?
Kenny Pickett wins this game. Will you apologize to
Yeah,
the
Andrew,
nation?
yes. Oh, Andrew. Yeah, yes.
A public apology to Kenny Pickett
No,
in the state of
I don't
Pennsylvania.
owe him an apology because I wasn't like you guys hating on them all offseason. I will come on here, I'll wear a Steelers jersey, and I will say that I believe in the future of Pittsburgh and Kenny Pickett.
Okay.
Okay,
Is that fair
deal,
enough?
deal.
No
Yeah,
apology.
that's very
I'll
reasonable.
believe.
Deal.
I'll believe.
Yep.
Chicago travels to Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. It is Kirktober. Let me remind you, it is Kirktober. Jack, who you got?
Skull.
I mean, hey, I'll do
Skull.
it.
Skull.
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 It's a great time. It's a great time. Ziggy, who you got?
Yeah, I mean, you really want me to take the Bears? Cooper Kupp is more receptions than Justin Fields completions.
That's a fact.
that's
42 to 34.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's not.
It's not even close. Yeah, no.
I'll take the Vikings, but I think their coach is in there.
Sure.
Minnesota. Clean sweep.
Let me tell you, I'm going to go with the Vikings, but these games are always close. The Bears give the Vikings a lot of trouble. The Lions have these division games. NFC North, tough football. So I have the Vikings close.
16-10 Vikings final.
Yeah, it's going to be like a 24-16 kind of.
24-13.
It'll be close.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's go on to Houston at Jacksonville. Jack?
Jags bounce back, tough loss. Game they felt like they probably had. Jags went at home.
I think the Jags win this one pretty easily. They're one of the best teams in football. They're playing one of the worst teams in football. It's easy.
I'll take the Texans.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you like to give a little reason?
I will die for Zach Wilson, and dying for him means me hating Trevor Lawrence.
Okay. I'm going to go with Jacksonville, too. I think this is a really good team, really strong defense. And Trevor Lawrence, while he hasn't looked great all the time, we saw that last weekend, he's shown me some flashes of what we hoped he could be.
Get a haircut.
Yeah, what are you talking to me or Zach Wilson? Or
Zach,
me or Trevor Lawrence?
I'm talking, honestly, all three of them.
Yeah.
They panned to Zach Wilson on the sideline when he was sweating with that headband, and it's not looking great for him. But
So we got 3 Jaguars, 1
I
Texans.
agree.
Yeah, he looks a little bald.
You guys, look at the, you guys.
Here we go. Why don't we come to our home state of New Jersey, where the Miami Dolphins, the Tua Tagovailoa less Miami Dolphins, are playing the New York Jets. Jack, who you got?
Well, I'm sitting here in this Jets jersey after they just beat my team. So I'm not going to pick against them ever again. I'm going to go with the Jets.
All right. This is the first time I think you get some respect for the Jets on this show, like outside of
I was surprised they beat us on the road. So I'm going to go with the Jets.
Ziggy?
Yeah, give me the better quarterback. I'm going with the Jets.
I love us here. I really do. I think MetLife's going to be bumping. I think that maybe finally we'll get some of that Saleh defensive mastermind. He's been with McDaniels before. He knows what he likes to do.
Hold on, let's just say Andrew is 0-2 on his MetLife will be bumping.
Yeah.
With the,
Yeah, but I was just saying, like, this people
it
are
was
finally
loud.
starting to believe in the Jets.
Oh, if we're 3-2, I mean,
Oh, they're right in the thick
they're
of it.
right. They're right there.
Right in the thick of things.
If-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is a big game. This is a big game.
This is huge. This is, I mean,
This is the biggest game of their
enormous.
season to date.
Oh, listen, it's usually the fact that I usually see Tankathon on Twitter and the Jets are up there at the top. Today I saw Tankathon, top 10 teams, Jets nowhere to be found. So I'm happy.
Look, I love the excitement around the Jets right now for you guys. I think Zach Wilson does have a fairly bright future in the NFL. But I look at the weapons of the Dolphins. I see Tyreek Hill. I see Jalen Waddle. I don't think Teddy Bridgewater played that poorly against Cincinnati. I like the Dolphins in this
Also,
one.
though,
Close game. Good game.
Another storyline. What team almost got Tyreek Hill this offseason? What people
Jets.
and what fans remember that he didn't want us and he said all these things? You think I was going to the Jets? Receipts.
He said it was because he said this week.
Well,
it
he
was
said that
because
now
of
was about the
income
state taxes. Yeah, because he knows that the Jets are where he should have went. But in the offseason, Salah's got those receipts.
Good chance.
And I'm sure they're watching
Hey, has
them.
Sauce allowed a touchdown yet?
No.
Good chance that happens this
a
weekend, I think.
little sneak peek. Talk about receipts. The Jack Cap for the week's coming home.
All right, Atlanta at Tampa Bay.
Look, man, I don't trust these Bucks. I'm telling you now, I've had the Bucks twice this year. I've lost. I'm gonna take the Bucks to win the game, but I'm not gonna take them to cover.
All
I think
right.
they win.
8.5
I
points.
hope
spread.
they win.
8.5 points.
I'm not gonna lay the 8.5.
Ziggy, who you got?
What's the game?
Atlanta at Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I mean, Atlanta and Tampa Bay, they got a lot of history. Tom Brady's distracted. He's rattled. The Falcons are due for a big win. Give me the
Interesting.
Falcons.
Wow.
I mean, I would have counted the Falcons beating the Browns as a big win, so I'll give it to Tampa Bay.
I'm going to go Tampa Bay as well. I think it's close in the first half, but Tampa Bay pulls away.
Like you have to get on track after that beat down. You got to beat Atlanta.
Kansas City's one of the best teams.
It's
But
Tom
you
Brady.
got to beat Atlanta.
Detroit at New England. I don't believe so. No Mac Jones. He's gone.
It doesn't matter. I'm
Yeah.
taking the Pats. I think. I'm taking the Pats at home.
New England.
Yeah.
Ziggy.
Jared Goff has a lot to prove against Bill Belichick. It's the Jared Goff revenge game. Give me the
Ooh,
Lions.
Super Bowl revenge game.
No, it's not a revenge game. I love the Patriots here. I think they run the Lions have. I saw a tweet from Dan Orlovsky. He said if the Lions had a bad defense, they'd be 3-1. They maybe have the worst defense in NFL history. They let up 50 points a game. They're going to get Damian Harris, Ramondre Stevenson. They're going to get the ball ran down their throat. And then again, we saw what Bill and his defense. We saw what they did in Lambeau. They're a good defense. This is going to be a
Is it
blowout.
Hoyer starting or is Zappy now? Is Hoyer healthy?
It doesn't even matter to me.
I don't know
but
if he's past
I
concussion
think-
protocol yet.
I think Hoyer will probably.
I think Hoyer will probably play. I'm going to go with New England. I think that you're right, Andrew. That defense is gonna get to Jared Goff. Look, I think it's a good game, but I like New England here.
They can run the ball down the throat of Detroit.
They ran the ball
played
down
with-
the
they
throat
played
of
with Green Bay.
Green
They
Bay.
played with Green
That's
Bay.
insane. That showed me something.
And the difference here is
They should've
Jared
won that
Goff.
game.
Jared Goff is not Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
That's the difference here for me. Tennessee at Washington.
No, the toilet bowl. Tennessee on the road.
Ziggy.
Carson Wentz is bad. Give me the Titans.
Titans.
I like the Titans too. I still think I might be overrating them a bit this year.
I don't think they're great. I just think
Yeah,
I think the Commanders. I
No, but-
I guess in my power rankings I didn't put them last, but I should have.
I look at Tennessee a lot of times. I think they should win games, but maybe last year is just
And
clouding
who-
my judgment.
Who was last again?
The Panthers. They also stink.
They're horrible. Chargers at Browns. It's an interesting one.
Interesting. I liked the Browns initially plus the 3 at home, but I'm gonna go with the Chargers.
Ziggy.
Yeah, Justin Herbert, he's going to keep toughing this out. I don't place much stock in their loss to the Jaguars. The Jaguars are really good. Give me the Chargers.
I really like the Browns here. I just feel like everyone, is all over the Chargers. I like to kind of go against them, and I think the Browns have been good. I know they had a loss last week on the road. They want to bounce back. I'll take the Browns.
You can literally never count the Browns in a game. The
I
game's
know.
never won. After what they did with the Jets.
Yes, I know that, but I'm just saying they're coming back home. I think that they're going to be hungry. They got to get another win, or else they're falling behind the AFC North and the Ravens. I think they win this game.
I like the Chargers here. Cleveland, better than people think. They're not a bad team by any means, the Browns, but I like the Chargers in this spot. 49ers at Panthers. Andrew's worst team in the league.
Niners.
Ziggy?
Niners.
I think Niners are, again, Super Bowl contenders. I'll go Niners.
I'll go Niners, and I think they cover the 6.5 as well.
Carolina and Baker are horrible.
not
That's a horrible.
I don't see them scoring a point.
And he
Yeah,
looks
that's
bad.
like
He looks.
horrible.
Did you watch some of the game last week?
He looks
looked
horrible.
really.
I see
horrible.
people running
He's
wide.
horrible.
Well, I bet pretty largely on the Cardinals, as I had on our thing. That was my best bet. And I was actually worried because they went down early, but then there was people running, DJ
So
Moore
many
running wide.
batted
And
passes
he's
too. It was
he's
tough to watch.
terrible.
It was tough to watch.
I'm gonna say,
Philadelphia. Go ahead.
Baker's padding his numbers on Christian McCaffrey yards after catch.
Yes.
No,
You know,
it's not going well. It's not going well.
disgusting what's happening in
He's
Carolina
a,
right
he's,
now.
he's a bad corner.
Literally, they had a pick six, or else the Cardinals would have beat him by 30 on the 20 on the road.
Yeah, he's a bad corner.
Philadelphia at Arizona. Do the Eagles get their first loss here?
It is tough to fade the Eagles, but I'm going to do it here and take the Cardinals to win this game at home.
Ziggy?
I mean, I think this Eagles team is probably the best team in football, except maybe the Bills. I'm picking them every single week.
Andrew, you look like you're really in thought here.
It's puzzled.
Because I think the Cardinals should be better than they are, and then I picked them.
It's
and
kind of
they,
that Titans
yeah.
effect for me. Yeah.
I want to take the Eagles.
I'm going to go with the Eagles as
I
well.
think it's going to be close.
I think it'll be a good game. I'm going to go with Philadelphia. That defense, with the way Hurts is playing,
Yeah.
I mean, every single aspect of that team is clicking. But at some point, I do expect it to fall off. So that could be.
But I
could be
do
this
think
week.
that the Cardinals get an advantage for practicing against a running quarterback every day. You know what I mean?
And Kyler Murray has
mean-
games where he's unstoppable.
That's
Yeah.
Cards cashing 5.5 at home.
Not bad. Dallas at the Rams. Cooper Rush, does he go to, I think he'd be 4-0 or 5-0 as a
5-0.
starter?
5-0 as a starter.
Incredible.
Cooper Rush is my guy, but he is not going to win this game. Rams will win this game.
Ziggy?
I legitimately believe Cooper Rush is going to win this game. The Rams are a disaster. They're getting blown out time after time again. The offensive line is egregious. The defense is rattled.
All right.
Give me the Cowboys.
It goes Cowboys.
Listen, who am I to bet against a man who's never lost in his profession? I'll take the Cowboys.
I think this might be what we're overlooking here is the Aaron Donald versus Micah Parsons battle. This could be the two best defensive players in the league going at it, although they won't be playing each other. We're going to see some incredibly bright stars playing at 425 in Los Angeles. And I think this is the first loss of Cooper Rush's career. I'm going to go with the Rams. I think they get back on track.
I agree.
Good game though. All right, night game, Sunday night. Bengals at Ravens.
As you can see, my NFL bet, I think it's the best bet of the weekend. I think the Ravens, off that tough loss to Buffalo, blows the Bengals away in prime time.
Ziggy?
I think things are finally starting to click in Cincinnati. I don't like them on the road, but I think they've gotten a lot of confidence, a lot of cohesion after the Jets and Dolphins wins. I'm taking the Bengals, but I'm hesitant. This game could go either way.
I saw a stat today. Does anyone know how many seconds or minutes they're 2-2? How many seconds or minutes the Ravens have trailed this year?
Oh, it's got to be what, like 3, 4, 5 minutes?
Like
3 minutes?
a minute and a half.
The Ravens have trailed for 14 seconds, and they're 2-2. I think they're one of the best teams in the league. I think they've got a
14
little,
seconds.
they've got a little unlucky. They took a shot there against the Bills. Lamar threw a pick. Against the Dolphins, you saw. I mean, they had a historic collapse. I think the still is a great team. I'm going to go Ravens by a lot.
I think
You know what
Baltimore-
happens when a team has 2 historic collapses in 3 weeks?
They start to doubt themselves.
What it means is that they're a team that collapses.
Okay,
The
I get
second, there's no. This Ravens team is not good.
But I think
People think they're
Baltimore.
good.
I think Sunday night. I
Yeah,
think it's
at home.
Oh, what's
Off
going?
a loss
yeah.
like
It's-
that,
that's a place that gets going.
Yeah,
I
get
think
going.
I think they kill Cincinnati.
I don't know if Ray Lewis
it's
where
what
he
Keenan
is, but I
wishes
think he may be
MetLife
there.
was.
It's what Andrew, what you wish MetLife was. I like Baltimore here too. There's some crazy stat though. They're 1-2 when leading by 17 this year.
Yeah, so like
in their
they're-
history,
yeah.
it's like 100 something and 1, 2.
Yeah.
So there's definitely problems with that Baltimore defense that need to get shored up. But Sunday night, Lamar Jackson, I like Baltimore.
I think
in
he's
this
also
spot.
kind of on his like scorched earth tour where he's trying to show people like I'm the number one
Look,
quarterback.
he
in the
had a
league.
chance. He had a chance last week to do it, and he threw an interception in the end zone. Let's go with the Monday night game. Raiders at Chiefs. Raiders finally get a win, but Kansas City, to me, they look like the best team in the NFL, especially with that win down in Tampa.
Simple to me. Monday night Chiefs at home.
Easy money. Ziggy?
I really want to be contrarian and take the Raiders, but I can't do it. Give me the Chiefs.
And I'll do it because if you look back at Chiefs-Raiders games, the Raiders play them very well. It's always like, oh, the Raiders are whatever 7-7, and somehow they just beat the 13-2 Chiefs. I think they play them well. I think they win here.
They do tend to play Kansas City well. I see this being a game where it's kind of back and forth at the start, and then Kansas City, that offense, as they usually tend to do, they just start to pull ahead, and you can't match them. So I like Kansas City.
Rivalry game.
And the Raiders have to win. Like if they lose, their season's almost over.
Yeah,
rivalry
Kansas City would be
game.
4-1.
Maybe
Maybe 1-4.
yeah. So it's basically over at that point.
It's not a game I'd lay the points of the Chiefs. I think they're going to win in the end.
I like Kansas City, and I think Kansas City could win big in the end. So that'll do it then for NFL game picks. Zach, thank you very much for the music there. I don't know if people track along with our picks, but yeah, there you go. There are your Sunday picks.